This is KVCI.blogspot.com. I'm over in Madison, Florida, and as you know, I've been following the Quitman 10, what's going on in Willacoochee, and we also down here in Madison, and they had a problem down here with alleged voter fraud, and I just happened, I got a call a few minutes ago, and I came down here. I see about 20 people here right outside of the courtroom, and you the attorney?
Yes, my name is Jamie Coleman. I represent Raven Williams.
Okay, what was the purpose of today meeting?
The purpose of today was to ask the judge to dismiss the information that was filed, dismiss the charges that were filed against our clients. Basically, our argument was that the state still wasn't able to allege in their information document, in their charging document, that a crime occurred, and didn't specify what the crime was. So what you saw today was arguments made on behalf of 5 defendants by 3 attorneys, and the state attorney was present, just asking the judge to dismiss the charges against them.
Okay. Where do you work out of? Where are you from?
I'm from Tallahassee, Florida. I work at a firm called G.B.R. Williams.
Okay. Now, we see that voter suppression allegedly is happening across the state of Georgia and apparently Florida and perhaps the nation. How many people, first of all, are involved down here in Madison? Initially,
we had 9 defendants. The state had made offers to made 2 offers, and those people took the offers. Everyone has been given the opportunity to, I guess, what was it, take a plea, but this is just so fundamental, so crucial that we just couldn't accept a plea, especially when there was no wrongdoing or crime being occurred. All that our clients were trying to do was help people who otherwise would not have voted vote.
We understand pretty near the same thing happened in Brooks County, and I've been following that, and they filled the newspapers up with the fact that there was a spike in absentee ballots when the state of Georgia approved several years ago that anybody could file by absentee ballots. And that means that if everybody in the state of Georgia filed by absentee ballot, there would definitely be a spike in absentee ballots. Nobody have addressed that issue. Nobody have published that in the local newspaper in South Georgia. And so it seemed as if though people are either ignorant of that law or they want to prosecute even the Quitman 10 or Quitman 12 now. And so it seemed like at Madison may be
I mean, I think it's exactly the same issue. I think I would go a step further and say it's just not about the law being changed, because absentee voting has been around for years. It's just the more the African American community utilizes it, the more it's becoming a problem. In 2009, 2008, whenever the presidential elections was, and African Americans came out in record numbers and voted for the first black president, that's when the laws started to change. And then Republicans, a Tea Party movement formed, and they started really looking at how is it that we can disenfranchise the black vote? How do we get less of them out there? So they cut down early voting, and they made restrictions that, you know, we would argue are unconstitutional on absentee voting. And so this is the effect of that.
There's been something else that I've noticed too, and you have to excuse me, I'm asking all of you all to forgive me, because this is the first time I did not have my camera with me. I keep it with me at all times, and so I personally believe that God had a purpose in us doing it like this. I really believe that. But when I heard this on radio, the conservative radio station this morning, and I called some people to see if it was actually taking place. That's why I'm over here. Nothing is published in the newspaper. Something that is as important as voter fraud, alleged voter fraud. Why do you think, I'm not sure if it's here or not, but I know in Valdosta and Brooks County, it seems nothing is in the news about this. It seems like Quitman 10 the same way. It's all hush hush. Why do you think it's so quiet?
Well, we've had news coverage off and on for the last year. We've had WCTV come out, ABC News of Tallahassee. I think Valdosta has been out here. We've had some coverage. I think even the American Press was here today asking for a statement from Attorney Rand, who's with Parks and Crump. But why is this issue not as big as it should be to the public? We're not quite sure. But with that being said, it is a very pivotal, it's a very crucial case. This case, if the judge rules for the state will have a chilling effect on how people participate in the voting process. So it is important. I think just as a nation, we just need to get our priorities together. Instead of enacting laws requiring our young men to pull their pants up, we should enact laws that allow people to be able to vote before 9 p.m. You know, they're not standing in line for till 2 a.m. in the morning. So as a nation, our priorities are a little bit skewed as to what's important or not, but this is definitely an issue that's important to all of us. The attorneys that you see here are pro bono attorneys. I'm a tax attorney. Jasmine Rand does civil rights cases. We are not criminal attorneys, but we felt it important enough to be here and to represent the Madison 9, the purveyors of justice in this case.
Before I close this out, there's one other thing I want to know. How long have this case been going on? With the Quitman 10, they had originally had a court date set for December the 10th over there, and now they've changed it sometime early next year, and it will definitely be over 2 years, and they still waiting to go to court. How long has this case been going on?
The investigation has probably been going on since 2010. The election happened in 2010. FDLE took lead on this case and started investigating to bring these charges forward. I think actual charges were brought late 2011 or early 2012. But the case from inception to now has been going on since 2010.
Okay. I want to thank you very much on the short notice. I just happened to come. I heard it on radio, and I called all my friends. I said, I got to get over here because I'm following all of this stuff. It is indeed amazing what I see and what I'm learning about voter suppression, alleged voter fraud. It is just unbelievable. What's more troubling to me is the news media. I'm not talking about Florida, but in South Georgia, how they don't want the word to get out about the Quitman 10. They have offered them, just like you said, plea bargains even over there, and they refuse. They're going all the way with it because it could be equivalent to the Little Rock 9 or what have you, because it's just unbelievable. And so I'm going to close. Any closing remarks you would like to say in terms of where you all going, anything like that? Or
just keep us in your prayers. You know, we thank you for doing your best to disseminate this case and get the information out, the word about that's what's going on here in Madison. And we ask for your support and your continued attention.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Once again, this is KVCI.blogspot.com, George Boston Rhynes. I'm out of Valdosta, Georgia. I'm in the room with about 20 people. And I said before, and I'll continue to say it, that something must be done in terms of notifying the general public about what goes on in our community, because too often we just do not get the news in South Georgia, and apparently it's pretty the same in South Florida. And North Florida. And so I just want to close this out by saying to you, I want to thank the attorney. I want to thank all the people that came here this morning. I'm heading back to Valdosta, but look, I do this because I want you all informed, and this is what I do. Bye-bye, we're gone.